Hey, what's going on, guys? Drew Taylor here, and in this video, I just wanted to cover a couple of my top favorite free methods for getting leads online. Right, so free leads online. Whether you have a traditional business, such as like a chiropractic office, or you're in network marketing, affiliate marketing, maybe you've started your own company, whether you're offering digital products, you're in the health and wellness arena, whatever it is. These are going to be, like I said, my top two favorite ways to get free leads online. And I'm going to show that to you guys here in just a minute. But first off, I just want to kind of address some of the mistakes that a lot of people make when they're looking to generate leads online for their business, product, service, opportunity, whatever it may be. And that issue is thinking that anybody actually cares about it right from the get-go, right? Doesn't matter if you got the best business in the world, or the best antioxidant drink, or you can make this much money with your opportunity. None of those things matter, right? Because people don't jump on social media to be sold. They jump on social media to see funny videos and connect with friends and relatives and things like that. So in order for you to actually stand out to them, you're going to need to be providing value on the front end, okay? So, a lot of things that I see is people just, like I said, talking about their business straight up. Hey, what's going on? We got this special going on. We'd love to have you come in and, into our office, and we'll give you, a discount on your next chiropractic adjustment. Or, hey, we sell the best makeup. It's all gluten-free, paraben-free. We don't test on animals, yada, yada, right? There's so many different companies out there, so many different businesses, but too many people are stuck on promoting their product, service, opportunity, rather than providing value to the end clients. So I'm going to talk about that further once we get in on the video. But first, I'm going to go and jump on my computer, and we'll continue from there. See you guys on the other side. All right, guys, welcome back. As I mentioned, I wanted to show you guys the top two places where I snag absolutely free leads from. First being Facebook. However, I will say that I do tend to draw more towards Instagram these days. Instagram is just a platform that has been absolutely exploding these last few years. And I just seem to find higher quality on there just because I think it's less noisy at this point in time. I'm not sure how long it's going to stay that way, but you guys can kind of test them, go back and forth, and kind of see what works for you. And as I mentioned, actually I don't know if I did mention, but not everybody has Instagram as of yet. I think we're sitting right around just about 800 million users, which is crazy. They're growing by almost 100 million users like every couple months. So it's just a hot spot, and so that's the majority of where a lot of my free leads come from. But I wanted to show you guys, kind of what I had been doing earlier in the game before I found my sweet spot with Instagram. And so I'm going to jump into, showing you guys exactly how to do that. And so, not long ago, I just kind of give you guys a little bit of my story here is, I had actually been in the network marketing industry for actually around 10 years now, just kind of in and out of different companies over the years. Never seemed to be able to grow, all that big of a team. My second network marketing company, built it out with a few of my buddies, and we collectively sponsored about 2,300 people in the course of 18 months. About 800 of those people were on my team, and we were all making about a full-time income. But due to some unforeseen circumstances within that company, there were some issues within leadership, and that caused them to shut down, and essentially, our paychecks continue to get cut in half month after month. So, as quickly as it built, it diminished as well, and that's just simply, because of factors outside of our control. But I'm going to jump into this, because you guys, you're probably where I was, struggling to generate leads. You maybe ran, if you were in network marketing, you ran out of warm prospects, friends, family, etc., to talk to about your product or opportunity. Maybe if you're in affiliate marketing, you just haven't mastered traffic yet, how to generate traffic, free or paid traffic. So this is one of those methods that you can use along with any other traditional business. You just have to make sure you're going where your audience is online. And so, as an example, the network marketing companies I was in before, they were all very based on health and nutrition. So to kind of jump into that market, right? Who comes to mind first when you're thinking health and nutrition, right? There could be a million different companies, but I'm just going to go with a public figure right from the get-go, and that public figure is the Food Babe. You guys might know who the Food Babe is. She's got a pretty massive following. Over 1 million people like her page. She has a massive website and just gets tons of visitors, to her Facebook, to her website on a daily basis. Great story, this gal. Her before and after photos are actually crazy, but my girlfriend follows her pretty closely, and so that's how I know about her. And she puts out some incredible content. So the reason I bring her up is because if you are in a health and wellness company, and let's just say you're looking for people who are interested in health and wellness, or even possibly the products that you sell, the Food Babe would be a great place to start. And it's really just as simple as kind of going through here, seeing what of her posts get really solid interaction, because then you know that obviously they're real people. They really care about health and nutrition. She's really good about calling out people in the food industry who are putting like fake ingredients in their products, or not labeling their products correctly. And so best way you can do that is, obviously you can see who's commenting on there. Obviously they're going to be very engaged, but if you're not super confident in your nutrition knowledge, you might want to go with people who are just liking it, right? Because if they're going back and forth in conversation, they might know a few things that you don't. And so just right here, you guys can already see people who might be interested in your product, or maybe even your opportunity in the nutrition, health and wellness market, by just going through here and trying to see who actually liked this post and got some value from the Food Babe. So what I typically do is I'll kind of look at their profile, see if they have, a profile picture of themselves, something about them or their family. That's always great, or something that kind of indicates who they are. Both of these are easy to grab profiles, and so just kind of throwing a few of these out there as examples. So I wouldn't go with anyone who's got, like a picture of their dog or a movie or an actor or actress or something, because clearly like they're Facebook is about one thing, your face, right? It's about you being you, and people want to see that. People want to see that you're a real person. So that is just an easy way. Obviously in the health and wellness market, I would maybe even check their profile to see if they're posting about those types of things. And then it's just going to be an easy end to actually talk about, hey, essentially what's going on? How'd you get into health and wellness? I saw you follow the Food Babe. I saw your comment, or I saw that you liked that post. What did you like most about it, right? It's just a great way to start a conversation, and understand, like, the point of this is not to sell anybody into anything. You're not trying to sell them into your product, or you're not trying to, selling them up to be a distributor of your product. Nothing like that. This right here is just the relationship building. Understand that this is a process that does not happen overnight. It does take a while, but the more people you engage with, the more likely you are to eventually bring them into your business or have them become a customer of your business. So that is going to be more like the nutrition market. Network, in the network marketing world, who I used to essentially target, and you guys might have even, come across me through, my Facebook page, or maybe even some Facebook ads, but I was targeting network marketers, right? I was in a company. I was looking for people who would do good in that company, who, I didn't have to overcome the objections of, is this a pyramid scheme? Does this really work? Like, they already knew it worked. They were with the company, but maybe that company was not meeting their needs, or they were just ready for a change, right? I've been in 3 major network marketing companies in my career over the 10-year course there. Have made, really only good money in 2 of them. The first company was just really a big learning curve for me. I thought I was a network marketer, but I didn't understand that I actually needed to learn some marketing skills, right? Network marketing, you'd think that would just stand out to you, but to a lot of people, that's not something they think about, that they're actually going to have to learn the skill of marketing rather than just go out and blab about their product, service, or opportunity. That only annoys people and kind of pushes people away and out of your life. And I would much rather have people coming to me, qualified prospects, just by finding something, some common ground that we can kind of go off of, and building a relationship from there. Because in network marketing, as Eric Worre always talks about, it's always about the relationship. So this right here, his Facebook Live that he did 22 hours ago. A lot of people obviously liked this, shared it, 71,000 views. And so you can literally jump right in here. I'm sure I'm friends with a lot of these people, but you can come in here, like I said, check out their profile, make sure that they do look like an entrepreneur, a business owner, they take their current business seriously, or at least themselves. And so you can kind of go through here, and my suggestion to you is look at people who are similar to you, right? I am a 29-year-old male from Kansas City, aka the Midwest, and so I would be scrolling through here looking for guys, in around anywhere between 25 to 35, around my age, who are, entrepreneur focused, maybe not living in Zambia, but more around the Midwest area, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, Colorado, that kind of a thing. And you can kind of click on their profiles, pop them open, and go from there and actually see if they're a good fit. So hopefully this is all starting to click for you guys. You're really just trying to connect with those sort of people to build that relationship, because on the back end, which I'm going to get to here in a minute, but you're wanting to send them to eventually a website which can tell them more about your product, service, opportunity. But it's all about the relationships at first. So friend these people, don't leave them hanging. Say what's up and introduce yourself. Really be interested and invested in that person, because then you found a friend for life, right? People don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. And that is a Zig Ziglar quote, I do believe. I'd have to go back and check that one, but it's so true. So express a genuine interest in these people, and then by default, they're also going to be interested in you and what you do. So that would be more along the lines of the network marketing niche. If you're looking for people, opportunity seekers, Network Marketing Pro, Eric Worre, is a great place to start. And then, also another place for that is, someone like Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, was one of the first books that I read when I got into this industry. And he is very well known. 3.6 million people like this page. So he's very well known for, the network marketing industry. He supports it. He's all behind it. And so this would be another place where you could find people who are similar to you, similar to your background, and understand that you can't just go and add a ton of people, right? Well, one, you're not going to be able to keep up with that many messages back and forth, but two, you don't want to get put in Facebook jail by adding way too many people and just going crazy on this whole thing, right? They say that your network is your net worth, and that is completely true, especially now that we live in such a digital world. And this is why the industry of network marketing as a whole is changing, and things are going more along the lines of, people are seeing web-based presentations, they're having video sales letters, they're creating email lists. And so this would be another place to kind of scout out people who have similar interests in business opportunities, working from home. They understand the cash flow quadrant and are ready to leave their 9 to 5. So those are just a few different pages for different niches, different industries. But the biggest thing I can tell you guys is you want to go where your audience is hanging out online, and you're going to know that better than anybody else. If you're fully immersed in that, then you're going to understand that. And another thing too is if the only thing that your company has to offer is, hey, you can make money with this, then you're probably in the wrong company. If that's your biggest selling point, then you're doing it for all the wrong reasons, okay? Making money is great, but if you're not impacting people on a greater level, then what's the point, right? You're going to be able to make, potentially all the money in the world, but if you have nothing to show for it, then what gives? If you don't have friends and family nearby that you're sowing into, then you and your family might be set, but you're not really giving back to society. So I really want to hit on that big time, because so many people join network marketing companies and they're just wowed by the income, but they don't really even care about the product they're recommending, nor do they even use it. So if you're in one of those companies, I suggest finding something that you're passionate about, because you're either going to burn out or you're going to get to the point where you're actually making decent income, but you're not going to be fulfilled because you're not actually giving something back to the world. So I hope that resonates with a few of you guys out there. Some of you are already completely 110% in love with your company, not talking to you, just talking to the people who are maybe not, in part of a company that, is really suiting their needs and the needs of this world. So kind of coming into here, once people are on your friends list, you've shot a messages and whatever else, then the portion of attraction marketing kicks in, right? You don't want to just start blabbing and putting up information about your company, product, opportunity. And if you scroll through my page, you'll notice that I don't put up anything about my company or my opportunity, nothing like that, because that's not the point. It's to bring people value. So anything cool I find online, I share it because it gets a lot of engagement. This is a quote that I put up 2 years ago, a great quote. verse from the Bible. So I put up stuff, mind, body, spirit related. This one would be more body, I guess more mind and body, because it's a review I'm doing on a company called Placebo Proof, which are smart drugs, essentially nootropics. I did one on nutrition, just to, kind of draw in some of those folks. Sometimes I put links in there that they can go to afterwards, but I never put a straight link directly to my company, right? Every company typically gives you links to, to share to where they can buy your product or they can join your opportunity. But it's just like a general link like, drewtaylor.myopportunity.com. So it sends people there. They get overwhelmed with all this information. They look at it for like studies show, like less than 30 seconds, and then they exit off. They have no idea what you're doing. All they see is information about, health products or, how to get fit. But here's an opportunity that you can join as well. Like it's too congested. And so the best thing that you can do is send them to a lead capture page. And so I'm going to jump over to there real quick and show you guys the service that I use. It is a company called Online Sales Pro, helps you generate leads online for your business. So I'm going to jump on there right now and just kind of show you guys exactly how this works. So rather than sending people directly to your product or opportunity video, right? You're wanting to send them instead to a capture page, right? And this is going to be a page where you're essentially building an email list. If they want to truly learn more about what you're doing, then they're going to need to put their email address into a box so that you can continue to follow up with them through emails to see if you're wanting to take the next step to either get started or try your product. So it really depends on what angle. You can create as many different sales pages through here as you would like. They have these different templates for you. They've got different companies. Let's just say if you were health and wellness and your product or your niche was weight loss, they already have these built out for you, so you can literally talk about how to drop 2 sizes in just 2 weeks. Got some flashy ones on here. Look great naked. These things are attention grabbers. So when people, you put out some information about, if you're in the nutrition world, hey, here is my top 5 fat burning tips. That you can implement every single day. You're giving people value. You're not just giving them links to your direct website. You're giving them something that they can go off of in order to be interested and become interested about what you're doing on the other side, right? It's all about keeping people intrigued and not giving away the movie. You're just going to give them a trailer to the movie. And that's really what these pages do. You can build your own. You, like I said, can go through these templates here. And then once you do, those leads will actually drop into your leads bucket over here. And so this will all pop up here. And as you can see, there's just tons and tons of leads. I'm going to get out of here so I don't show anybody's email for too long. But, these are people that, they're interested in your product, your service, your opportunity, your business, whatever it may be. And you can use, like I said, these templates or build your own in order to start capturing these emails and following up with them after that. So I'm not going to jump in that too far, but the point of all of this is to not send them directly to your company website where they're going to get confused. It's more or less to add them to an email list to where you can continually educate them about that particular health product, or maybe your opportunity if you've put up information about building a business online and people express interest in that. This one here I did about 3 favorite supplements to boost immunity and increase performance. So I have not been driving traffic to a link because I am not currently representing any health and wellness products. But as you guys can see, when you're putting out value like this, people want to know more about it. And so they start commenting. You create a lot of curiosity about why is he giving this information away for free? I want to know more. So I get tons and tons of messages of people asking me about these things. So if I was representing a company that had a health and wellness supplement, I could then go ahead and introduce it to them from there. Right? It's all about building the relationship, then building trust in the beginning, and then you can eventually introduce them when the time is right. So hope that all makes sense for you guys. I also have an ebook that explains exactly how to do this in actually greater detail through Instagram. And as I mentioned, Instagram is my favorite traffic source currently. I'm getting more traffic through Instagram than pretty much any other location online right now, free and paid. And so if you guys want to check that out, I will put the link below this video so you guys can check that out. But if you guys have any other questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them for you, or look me up on Facebook, Drew Taylor, or facebook.com/Drew T. Taylor. Would love to link up with you and see if there's anything I can do to help. So other than that, you guys have a great time, or a great evening, great afternoon, wherever you're at in the world, and we will talk soon. We'll see you on the next video.